If you want to start or grow your YouTube channel, it's time for some real talk. It is hard, takes a lot of efforts, and is 100% worth it. And exactly 3 years ago, I was at 2,200 subscribers. And today, I'm at 161,000. To be completely honest, putting effort into YouTube was one of the best decisions I ever made. Yes, a big subscriber number is great, but having a channel where I can share things I'm passionate about, share my expertise, and help others learn things from my channel is one of the most rewarding experiences. And while it's not easy to grow, it is possible. So in this video, I'm gonna share 8 things that I have learned along my journey from 0 to over 160,000 subscribers, what it was like starting out with 0 subscribers almost 5 years ago, some of the keys and practices to actually growing a channel consistently and getting some spikes in subscribers here and there. And I'm gonna start with the #1 most important thing. You have to start. You have to press record and start making videos. That might sound simple, but for some, it is the hardest step to take. You have to just start, press record, use the gear you already have, even if it is just a phone in your pocket. That's exactly how I started my YouTube channel. If you go to my channel to the oldest videos, that's me recording in a bedroom with a black sheet behind me because I had no set, no lighting, nothing fun to look at, with my iPhone camera and my iPhone microphone. This was my very first video published over 4 years ago, which ironically now has over 50,000 views. And I'm gonna get into that view count of older videos in a moment, but actually starting, getting your first few videos out there is so important. Now, if you don't know what you want to talk about, but you want to start a YouTube channel, definitely decide on that first. What are you passionate about and what do you have expertise or experience in? The middle of that Venn diagram is where you should start. And before we get to #2, one big warning is don't just chase a trending topic because you think it will grow quickly. If you choose a topic or niche that you're not actually passionate about, you will not be able to stick with it long term. There are many times in the YouTube journey where it can feel dry, views might be down, trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. In those moments, you need to be really passionate about what you're creating to help push you through to that next stage. Make videos about what you're passionate about and what you really care about. Now, when I first started out, these videos did not have thousands of views. They had tens, maybe 100 views at the most. But in retrospect, these videos, because they've been on YouTube for a long time and actually did well because of search, they have a few thousand views now. Other videos didn't. You see, I had videos with 200 views. This had way less when I published it. And I was not publishing videos consistently. I did about 6 or 7 that first year. I did maybe a dozen in the second year. And that's just not enough to figure out what is going to resonate with an audience and to help you find your voice. And that's step #2 in your process. In the early stages, iterate fast and publish often. That means don't worry about having a super high quality videos every time. Don't worry about the editing being perfect and having lots of animations. Don't spend days editing your videos. Just put a high volume of content out there because you need to find out what works and what resonates with your audience. And it was during this phase where I found out, oh, certain videos, I can get tens of thousands of views, others get single thousands, and others get under 1,000. And all of that is data for me to take and then help me decide what the next video I should make. But you can only start understanding your audience and what videos to make when you have a high volume out there and you can see what works. Also, as you're posting that high volume of content, you might find a video that really works, like this video about MagSafe battery packs, still one of my most viewed videos at 760,000 views. But that doesn't mean every video after that is going to perform well. You could see here, I did an interview with someone directly from Apple. I figured that's gonna be huge. Not even 1,000 views, even years later. So in the process, don't get discouraged, just keep experimenting, seeing what works, and iterate quickly. #3, especially in the early stages, engage with your audience. In these early years, I did my best to respond to every comment that got left on YouTube. Sometimes it was just a heart, I would try to leave a reply more often than not. But aside from just being a video watching platform, there is a whole community ready to engage with your content, and that will leave comments. Also, more comments help the algorithm know that this is a video people are interested in. So I responded to every single comment. Now it's a good thing, but presently I get too many comments and I simply cannot respond to every one. But I'll still jump into the YouTube Studio app on my iPhone, go to community, and try to respond to as many as I can with the time that I have. Remember, viewers are not just numbers. That's actually a community of people that wants to watch your content. And that's really powerful. Think of YouTube as a community with an audience rather than just a platform with numbers. But a side note to #3, be careful of burnout, especially in the early stages. You're probably doing this along with a full-time job and other responsibilities. And in the beginning, try to make sure it's fun. If you feel burnt out, take a break. Maybe try something different, like if you were doing long-form videos, try a short form, just a minute-long vertical video. Or if you're doing shorts, try a long one. But don't put pressure on yourself to make it perfect hyper engaging. This is all about experimentation, finding what works for you and what the audience responds to. All right, number 4, and this is really key to growing in subscribers, is taking advantage of trending topics and current events. So one of the things that I did was a HomePod 2 review. That was a new Apple product. I knew it was going to touch my audience, which were really into tech and Apple, and that video got over 200,000 views. But more importantly, because I really did my research, made it a great video, it was picked up by the website Mac Stories, and they actually embedded my video in their article. Number 1, this was hugely validating. I'd read Mac Stories for years, looked up to that publication, so this meant a lot personally. But that also got a lot more exposure, not just for this video, but for my channel as a whole, and helped a new audience find me. So whatever your niche is, find those big events, the trending topics, and try to cover those in a way that's for your audience. Remember, make sure it's in your voice, authentic to what you are passionate and have expertise in, and doing a video about a new product, trending topic can go a long way in boosting your audience reach. I did the same thing with Apple Watch Ultra. That video did well. Or topics that are evergreen that get people passionate, like Apple Maps versus Google Maps. That video did pretty well, and it was just me and my son in the car reviewing both applications. And number 4, when you have those breakout videos about a certain topic, or maybe it's a formatted video, figure out if you can repeat that kind of video to continue reaching a wider audience. So I knew there was a part of my subscribers and viewers that were interested in speakers and home theater, so I started experimenting with more speaker videos. I did videos on Sonos speakers. This one did well, over 50,000 views, so I did it again. But this time I changed the topic and tried to make it appeal to an even wider audience, saying I tried every Sonos speaker. That took buying a couple Sonos speakers and returning them to Best Buy because I didn't have the money to keep them. But that video did really well and has almost 200,000 views now. And that also helped me realize that is a topic I can keep returning to over the years. Sonos gear, home theater equipment, and those videos perform consistently well. Here's another Sonos video that has over 100,000 views. When you find a type of video or a topic that works on your channel, keep repeating that process, iterating it to make even better, and then you'll start moving from that quantity or lots of videos with fast iteration to maybe slightly slower videos but higher views because you're putting in the work, they're higher quality, you're offering more valuable information. And remember, value is really the key. Is someone getting value from watching your videos? Are they learning something? Are they entertained? Are they inspired? Whatever value you provide, if you deliver that really well, they'll keep coming back to watch. But that experimentation shouldn't end. When the iPhone 15 came out, I basically did an experiment because I didn't have the phone early. I thought a straight review would not perform well compared to the other bigger channels. So I did 2 videos focused specifically on the USB-C port of the iPhone. You wouldn't think those performed well, but those are some of my most viewed videos still, over 400 and over 500,000 views each. Those 2 videos earned me over 10,000 subscribers in a single month. And that was an experiment trying something different. So keep experimenting no matter what size your channel is, and when you find a format that works, repeat that process. I actually did an entire video talking about those 2 videos and how I grew 10,000 subscribers in 1 month. Watch my video all about that right up here. Also, throughout this whole process, continue to work on your packaging, meaning your thumbnails and titles. That is the doorway to your videos, and if people don't want to click on the actual thumbnail and title, no matter how good the video is, they're never going to see it. So spend a little time actually iterating on thumbnails. Put some effort into it. Even if you have 0 experience in graphic design, don't even know what app to do this in, you can make a nice thumbnail in Keynote on your Mac, which is a free app. It's Apple's presentation app, or you could do this in PowerPoint on Windows. Literally just take a compelling photo. Here's me holding the phone up, and add some text and maybe an arrow. So I'll add some text here. I'll make it white, change the font and maybe make it bold. I'll make the text large. I'll put it over here, and then maybe just add an arrow. I can go up here to the Shapes tool, add one of these nice big arrows. I'll make that white as well, make it real big. That's it. That could be your thumbnail. Do it in Keynote, do it in PowerPoint, whatever app you have available, and then you can step that up, try services like Canva and other graphic design tools. And just like you iterate on your videos, iterate on that packaging with better thumbnails and titles each time. Next, as you continue to grow, more views, more subscribers, remember to stay authentic to yourself. Always go back to why did people subscribe and follow this channel to begin with? What are you passionate about? Are you still passionate about it? And if it helps, think about, would you or would I want to watch this video? When I hit publish and someone sees this on your YouTube home tab, is it something that they would be encouraged to watch? A great experiment to try is just go to the home tab, either on the YouTube app or YouTube on your desktop, and see what videos show up and which ones do you want to click on. Is there a thumbnail or a title that says, you know what, I do want to watch that video? Is there something that makes you stop in your tracks and actually want to click on a video? I would do this, honestly, every day. If you want to make YouTube videos, hopefully you're also watching YouTube videos. But look at the thumbnails that stand out to you, that make you want to click, and try to emulate that in your own content. And if you need inspiration, the one place I would look in YouTube Studio, which there's lots of metrics, you can get caught in the weeds. You don't have to spend a ton of time there. But in the Analytics tab here on the left, and then Audience here at the top, go down to Channels your audience watches and Videos your audience watches. These are going to help inform what are people that watch your videos interested in seeing more of. Again, I'm a tech channel, very Apple-centric, so obviously iOS 26, very popular with people who watch my kinds of videos. Obviously Apple content, Mac OS. But here you'll see videos in your niche, and you can take those as cues and inspiration on what you should cover next. And finally, remember that everyone's journey on YouTube is different. Your growth may be faster than mine, it might be slower, but the point is, as you grow your channel, you're growing your audience, people who are passionate and want to see content that you make. Now, not every niche has the potential to have million subscriber videos. Also, I know in my tech niche, there's lots of channels with millions of subscribers, and so my channel might not ever get there. But I'm okay with that because I've grown an audience and a community that loves the videos that I watch. It's sustainable. And a key is I still enjoy making YouTube videos, which is a key part of your process. Figure out your workflow so it's not super stressful and risking burnout, but that you can still enjoy doing it long term. And right size your expectations. If you're super passionate about fountain pens and you want to make just tons of videos on fountain pens, there is an audience that will love that content and will keep coming back for more. But it might not be a million subscriber channel. But that is okay because you can find the audience that's passionate about what you're passionate about, and you can share that content with them for years to come. But the key is get started, be consistent, experiment, make sure you title and thumbnail your videos well, and keep providing value to your audience. And yes, you can grow on YouTube even if you start today. If you have any questions about YouTube or podcasting, leave comments below this video. Also, I use Riverside every week to record my video podcast, and it helps me produce even more content than I do on my YouTube channel. You can try Riverside for free at the link in the description. Also, I'm going to put a video right up here that talks about the 2 videos that helped me grow 10,000 subscribers in a month. And if you want to start a channel, but you have zero gear, here's my video about starting a YouTube channel from your bedroom that I think could grow to 100,000 subscribers and more. Thanks for watching. We can't wait to see what you create.